raise your brighter side. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone while you... Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
And Steph's latest signature shoe, the Curry 8, is available now. So, our 2K TV interactive question is, when did Stephen Curry release his first signature shoe with Under Armour?
Was it 2014, 2015, 2016, or 2017? That's a hard question.
That is a hard question. That's the era of the Warriors.
It was.
The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. C.J. McCollum has talked about the bond between the city of Portland and the Blazers team. He said the connection comes in part because we're isolated in the Pacific Northwest, far from the rest of the world. Basketball's the only major sport, so the city's poured its heart and soul into this team. Well, Blazer fandom has certainly been part of Rip City's DNA for a very long time. Kevin?
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. Toppin is out there with Robinson, and it's Payton in at point guard. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And so off the tip, it's New York. Now, here's Barrett. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. He gets it in there.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
And here are the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
The outstanding quickness of Lillard. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul on these drives.
Portland shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 7 points.
Well, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
The Knicks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Knocked loose and stolen by Lillard. One-on-one here. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Encouraging to see Lillard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
Payton passes to Robinson. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Barrett for 3, connects from 3-point range. He's got 5.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Here's Knox. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Show him why on that dude right there.
For New York, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Pass to Robinson. Nurkic with the double team. Here's Knox, covered by Anthony. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Huffington trying to break free, and Anthony gets it to go.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Barrett against McCollum. They grab their own miss. Here's Robinson. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Portland leading. Here's Lillard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him. Get that lead even bigger.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
One shot.
And what I love about Lillard now, the excellence. He's so consistent. That's how you do it. You come out, you bust your butt, and you compete at a high level every night.
Now, here's Barrett. 5 points in the game. Now the pass to Payton. Here is Robinson, covered by Anthony. 5 to shoot, taken away by Anthony. Here's McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Knicks trail by 7. It's Barrett on the wing. Back to Payton. Pass to Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Poked away. Robinson passes to Payton. Clock at 6. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
And the basket by Lillard.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
McCollum against Barrett. In the corner, it's Toppin. Back to Barrett. Out to Payton. A 3-ball. And it's rebounded by Covington.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Knicks trail by 10. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's sent back by Lillard. And it's McCollum off the drive. And there it is for him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 7, and Covington sends it back. Here's Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 21.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Payton drives in to halt the run, and it's good on the layup.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. A 12-point game. Robinson with the block. Payton against Lillard. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Payton, following the score by Damian Lillard. Passes it to Knox. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Toppin. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 12. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Here's Payton. Pass to Barrett. Here's the teardrop. And it's laid in by Payton.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Portland leading by 12. You know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
That's a 2 from Hood, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ntilikina looking it over. Works with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bullock, and he bangs it home with one hand.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
A nice shot by Simons.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Now here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Ooh, this is what makes Randall so special. His ferocity on the boards is admirable.
Little goes back up. Oh, that's blocked, and he gets it back.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Knicks trail by 10 to the paint, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
All free throws good from Noel. Trailblazers leading by 8. And the pass to Collins. And stolen by Noel. They push it up 4 on 3. It's stolen. And now Portland on the break. 18 feet out. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Simons has got 6 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Burks looking around. Collins comes over with the double team. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Here's Trent. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, and so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
Now, here's Bullock. Here's Ntilikina. He feeds it to Randall. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And the 3 off target. And Collins has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They have a 9-point lead.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Feeds it to Bullock. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Trent. And again, it's Portland converting.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Down low. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
It's Collins with the drive. Here's Little. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Burks on the wing. Stolen by Collins. And now Portland on the break. And it's Little finishing it off.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Ntilikina. 5 points in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Trailblazers leading by 11. And again, Portland running the court in transition. He gets that one.
Great job at staying engaged right there. Hood's opportunistic attitude helping him grab steals like these.
And stolen by Hood. Here's Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the big loss.
I look to the times where things are going well. So this is going to come to pass. You know, someday this is going to be history, and we're going to be in a better position. And I want people to look at me and remember how I responded when, you know, things didn't go my way.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Jones is out there with Little. Then it's Collins, and it's Simons in at the 1. They're the group the Portland Trail Blazers will start the second quarter with. The Trail Blazers have made 3 free throws so far, haven't missed any.
One shot.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having. Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there. Good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Ring shot on the way, and again, it's Portland converting.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
And yes, it's good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Randall no good. Portland leading by 18. Here's Collins. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
From past the arc. And it's Simons missing. Knicks trail by 16. Burks with it. Jones covering. Wasted no time on that one. Burks has got 6 in the quarter. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They led by as many as 18 points. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
So New York ends up going with the new group. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Nurkic with the steal. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but you would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Toppin. To the inside. Here's Barrett. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the basket by McCollum.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Inside, here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Lillard. It's rebounded by New York. Payton looking it over. To the middle. Toppin with it. Anthony on him. Toppin good. Toppin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Nurkic. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Robinson. Here's Knox. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Portland leading by 15. Lets it go from the wing. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Anthony. Covington's got his first basket.
You got to play up on Covington. Give him any separation, and he's terrific at pulling up off the dribble.
Knox. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's McCollum. And Portland again with the bucket.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Passes it to Barrett. Over McCollum. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. He drains the quick shot. McCollum's got 10.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Here's Barrett. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that one falls for Barrett. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And Barrett gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
That one falls. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Lillard against Payton. Nurkic with the block. They recover it. Basket counts. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Lillard's got 35. A difficult situation for New York. Now Payton. They get a hand on it. Taken away by Anthony. And again, it's Portland converting.
And that's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
So it's the Knicks now. And here is Payton. The feed to Barrett. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Anthony can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
16 feet away. It's good. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Wow, hammering it in!
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Here's McCollum. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. McCollum's got 12 points in the game. Payton outside. Barrett with the bounce pass. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Covington. It's rebounded by New York. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton against Lillard. Payton kicks to Barrett. Five on the clock. No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts. Here's McCollum. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Timeout.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
New York calls timeout. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
For the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. Rodney Hood subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And a new group in for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson. Randall comes in for Toppin. Alec Burks checked in for Kevin Knox. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
You better respect the interior game of Lillard. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
That's his second personal foul.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Got that bucket in no time at all.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Pass to Barrett. Here's Ntilikina. Sweet little floater. Ntilikina's got his third bucket of the night.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time, Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
And the basket by McCollum.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
The Knicks shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Randall down low, covered by Lillard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Lillard missing. New York shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Offensive rebound, Randall. And Randall throws it down.
What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
Knicks with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Collins. Ntilikina passes to Noel. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Portland no good that time either. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. In the corner, Barrett with it. Off target with his 3. Right side, Jones. Over Randall. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got his first points of the night. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Trailblazers just dominating this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo, looked like the offense was really working there. How were you guys able to get things going so well?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball. We come together as a team. We doing that, and we're just trying to take it one day at a time. That's it.
Well, thanks for your time, Carmelo. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 2 assists and 1 rebound. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, as he gets into his 30s, can Lillard be even better than he is now?
His shooting won't go away. That's going to be consistent, correct? That's what I think. He's already changed his game to be a sniper. Not really a driver like he used to be. Yeah, I think he'd be great.
You know, his quickness might fade, but listen, he's a crafty scorer. I can see him playing at this level for a long time.
Didn't he have 60 last year in a game? I mean, 61.
Yeah,
61,
yeah. Versus Golden State.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. Noel is out there with Toppin, and it's Ntilikina in at the point. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
The Knicks shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. That's a 2 from Lillard. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Lillard's got the first field goal of the second half for the Trailblazers. Here's Ntilikina. Banked in off the glass.
A cunning ball handler. Gotta like seeing Ntilikina mix it up and create for himself.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Ntilikina. Covered by Lillard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they've got to show some more aggression.
They get the rebound. Back to Knox. To the inside. Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. It's McCollum with the drive. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
And Barrett slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see. He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving them plenty.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Down low. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got 6.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
It's McCollum with the drive. Count it.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. But they recover it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Lillard, he just fills out the defense. He doesn't rush it. When they play off of him, he torches him. When they crowd him, he'll pull up the J. If they get too close, he'll drive.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Lillard. He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Start it.
Show up.
Fans, who wants a free t-shirt?
Make some noise.
Song cry, but it's a lot that I don't say. So much is at stake, I need a lot on my plate. Get up, you get got the only option, I stay. Yeah, I see them black, but I'm safe. I don't post too much, killing the lot on my face. Gotta keep my distance a few times to my space. I came off the block and now I'm popping up the states. Yeah, they run the beast out me. Somebody please stop me. It's just me dropping. They just eavesdropping. I don't need nothing. Why you mean mugging? They don't mean nothing. Yeah, just touchdown. Coming for the bag and it's mine. They ain't hear me last and I got just touchdown. Hit my line. It's that time. This ain't sound. It's a vibe. We was down. We survived. Keep us now. We all right.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Bullock's checked in. Barrett, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
The Knicks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
And pick and roll is huge in today's game. Barrett realizing what to do in those sets.
Trent can't hit. The Knicks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Shoots over Bullock, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Mixing in his mid-range jumper from time to time, Covington, he feels so comfortable shooting from this area.
Bullock passes to Knox. To the paint, here's Barrett. It's hauled in by Trent.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him, mostly miss.
And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
For the most part, he's been sitting back tonight, letting his teammates carry the load. Nothing wrong with that.
Inside, here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pulls it from 20. They get it back. Covington. No good with the layup. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the basket by Knox.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Bullock passes to Robinson. Off target from outside. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Nurkic with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. The Knicks shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. The shot from the low post is good. Toppin's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Very capable of knocking it down from the mid-range. Nurkic is a guy you must stay tight on.
Barrett with the bounce pass. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Toppin's got 18 points in the game.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
for the Trailblazers. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for New York, Randall comes in for Robinson. And it's Payton in for R.J. Barrett. Now here's Payton.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
The pass to Bullock. And the rejection by Collins.
This is the defense Collins brings to the table. Excellent at knowing when to go after blocks.
And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And Simons a bit undersized at that two-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
Randall kicks to Toppin. Takes a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, they get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
From 18 feet away, again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
And it's Bullock in the corner. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Trent gets the bucket.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Simons. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Simons has got 18 points.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Anthony looking it over. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Knox. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Little. Here's Trent. And now the Knicks on the break. Now here's Bullock. He's guarded closely. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Knox. Now Randall. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randall there, and he's locked in on scoring.
Trent can't hit. New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Payton passes to Bullock. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. New York shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Taken away by Anthony. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
And they double up Payton to the inside. And there's Toppin on the assist by Payton. Payton's got 6 assists here tonight.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
New York shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Randall kicks to Payton. Passes to Bullock. Here's the 3. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
A different look for New York. Nerlens Noel comes in for Toppin, and Alec Burks subbed in for Reggie Bullock. There's 1:38 left in the third. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
18 feet out. The offensive rebound. Noel with it. 10 points for him. Payton kicks to Randle. Oh, good with the triple. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. That's a 2 from Hood. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New York's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Personal foul.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Knicks making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. And Burks hits 2 free throws. The Trailblazers shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Simons, and that one goes long. New York shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Jones with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Knox. To the paint. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
It's McCollum with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over it.
The pass to Randle. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's New York with it. They've got Jones. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Man, I like it. How hard Kid Gilchrist works for these close-range shots. It's just a testament to how much confidence he has in himself.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Burks against Hood. And the rejection by Collins. Kanter, the pass to Simons. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. To the middle, here's Randle. And the rejection by Collins. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Giles checked in for Zach Collins. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson's checked in for Randle. So here's Burks. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Down low. And Noel with the basket on the assist from Kid Gilchrist.
That's the awareness that Kid Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Here's Simons. Tries again. And scoring with the play inside is Cantor.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Burks the pass to Noel. And the shot goes in.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons has got 22. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Lets a floater go. Here's Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons.
One shot.
Free throw good, Robinson. Trailblazers leading by 23. Lillard finds Covington. Over Randall. Covington's shot is off.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Randall passes to Robinson. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. Jones drives in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Derrick Jones Jr. taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Knox. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Back to Payton. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Lillard. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Nurkic, and count it from 19 feet away.
A solid glue guy to have on your team. Covington is so adept at sharing the rock with his guys.
Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Passes it to Barrett. Now here's Randall. Back to Barrett. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Knox misses.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting these tough threes.
Robert Covington. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. A different look for New York. Rivers, he's checked in for Knox. And Smith subbed in for Payton. And he's good on the second. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And stolen by Lillard. Here's Covington, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. McCollum against Barrett. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The baseline J. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he can score in a number of ways. I mean, he can burn you. He's an offensive powerhouse. Inside, outside, off the screen, off the curl, the pop back, the layup, the dunk, the three. You name it.
And stolen by Lillard. Jumps up. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's Smith. Puts one up from 19. Got a piece of it.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable. Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
They double-team McCollum. Nurkic kicks to Covington. And that one is good. And for the Knicks, the shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Smith dishes to Barrett. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Rivers. Some nice passing by New York here. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Barrett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
And Barrett slams it in.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Lillard against Smith. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Little, he's checked in for Portland. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Lillard. Over Smith. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Little. Lillard's got 57 points. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Smith with a wide open look. Portland grabs the miss.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Nurkic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Inside, here's Robinson. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Now, Lillard is a highly skilled scorer. He feels comfortable pulling the trigger from anywhere.
Now Smith. Randall passes to Bullock. Smith for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work. He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And here's Smith. Back to Rivers. Puts it up. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Rivers has got his first bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Smith. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Little's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Randall, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
That's just a strong upper body. Randall converts through contact. Now he's going to go to the line.
The Knicks making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good from Randall.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Shot, high post. McCollum, no good. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. Rivers gets a wide open look. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Rivers against McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Rivers at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rivers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Derek Jones. Rodney Hood's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And a switcher also for New York. Nerlens Noel checks in for Randall. And so he makes both from the line. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
You know Hood is feeling when this is falling. I mean, he's terrific at knowing when to take this.
Now, here is Smith. Defense is right there. Rivers. New York, no good that time either. Rivers has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Kanter against Kid Gilchrist.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. The rebound by Giles. And for Portland, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Shoots it. Trailblazers keep it alive. Now here's Rivers. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
How about the chemistry that Kid Gilchrist has with his teammates? Just skying up for the alley-oop slam, making it look so simple.
Here's Hood. Noel against Cantor. It's rebounded by New York. It's Rivers on the wing. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Chalk up 2 there. Noel's got 6 here in this quarter.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
They get it again. Here's Cantor. The layup missed. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. That's a 2 from Hood. And it's Hood again missing. New York's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
The defense was fine, but Hood was just locked in. Nothing you can do about that.
Here's Rivers. A rebound by Simon. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They lead by 29. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Elfrid Payton.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Little, and Portland again with the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Bullock, good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rivers against Cantor. Smith for 3. Noel. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Little passes to Giles. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. And it's Giles missing. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.